Good morning. My name is Dr. Priyanka Nayak. I am a board certified internal medicine physician, really your modern doctor, as well as a certified life coach. And today I want to talk to you about a module that, well, let me say, I work with professional moms who are in survival mode to live their best life when they really feel like that's impossible and they feel like they're alone in their problems because they're not. So, today I want to talk to you about something that is a part of my coaching program, so one of the pillars of that is self empowerment. And one of the ways in which we can empower ourselves, and I bring this up because when we have something that's imperfect, right? Because so many of us, we are perfectionists by nature for so many reasons. I'm not going to get into that. But I do talk about perfectionism on my podcast, Empowering Working Moms. You can find that on Apple iTunes or at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. But yeah, we're so perfectionistic that when things go wrong, or let's say people perceive us in a certain way and it's not great, or whatever, like things outside of our control, right? We have sometimes a visceral reaction. And a lot of times we feel like, oh, my life is this way because of X circumstance. But truly, we get to decide how we want to live our lives. And I bring this up because this is such a powerful concept that we really get to decide what kind of a life it is that we want to live, right? But that's actually amazing. And the way in which we can do this is, here's an example, is through mind management. So I will tell you, somebody brought something to my attention and it made me really uncomfortable about me. And I thought to myself, all right, like I found myself really worrying about it. But what I did was, in my self empowering mind management, I made an active decision to not go down the rabbit hole, truly to compartmentalize the whatever it was, because I asked myself a very important question, which I challenge you to ask yourself is this serving me? Like, is thinking about this, is obsessing over this, is it serving me? Is it helping me? And if the answer is no, if it is draining your brain, then just clip it like right from the beginning. And the reason I say this is that so many of us are mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, emotionally exhausted. And yeah, life as a working mom is very hard. I mean, that we all know. And you're wearing so many hats, right? And your load is, there's just a lot you have to deal with. So that being said, we can take an active role in our own energizing and lightening of that emotional burden and really remove that burnout by managing our brains and taking over our own power, because it's there, and making a decision to stop indulging in the crap. So the next time you find yourself perseverating over whatever imperfection or problem or stress, I highly encourage you to take a step back, actively decide that you're not going to obsess over something because it's not serving you. And then when you're trying to do that, practice mindfulness, because you're noticing, right? So you notice and you can say to yourself, here and now, take a few deep breaths, there is a body, and truly, as simple as that sounds, it actually works, and it will get you out of your head into the present moment, so you're no longer obsessing. And just keep practicing this again and again. And as you get familiar with this process, with the noticing and then bringing yourself into your body, bringing yourself out of your mind, stopping yourself from obsessing, you will find that you just do it more and more automatically. And this is how you empower yourself in order to energize yourself, have more energy, and say goodbye to emotional exhaustion, mental burnout, feeling miserable in your own life when you feel like you should be happy. So if this sounds like work that you would want to dive more deeply into, Book a call with me, www.priyankanayakmdcoaching.as.me. We'll talk and see if we're a good fit for coaching. I have a handful of private spots open right now. Take care.